What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of The Bands You May Not Know with me, your host, Corey James. What's up, everybody? It's been a week since the last time we talked. Last episode, I believe we talked about Bad Luck. That was a lot of fun, one of my all-time favorite bands. But this band that we're talking about this week has been a obsession. Obsession? I don't know. I love this band. For a very long time, I've been kicking this band hard, and they have not burned out, which happens with a lot of bands that you listen to religiously. This week's band is Foreign Talks. Have you ever heard of Foreign Talks? No? Alright, then let's give a little bit of backstory about them, huh? Like we always do. Foreign Talks are an American indie rock band from Vancouver, Washington. The band is composed of brothers Madison Fisher, lead vocalist percussion, and Marcus Fisher, lead vocals, guitar, and bass, Tanner Steinmetz, guitar, bass, and backing vocals, and Kevin Downs, guitar, backing vocals, and percussion. So you see that a lot of them swap out for different songs. Very creative guys. So they were formed in 2011. The members met in high school and began jamming at a local music store. They wrote their first song within minutes of playing together, and the music never stopped pouring out of them since. They signed with independent Portland, Oregon label Expunged Records in 2012. They recorded their first self-titled album, Foreign Talks. This album... Well, let's talk about them for a little bit more. Okay, so they are known for their surprisingly mature musical style for how young they are, youthful, energetic live performances, jazz and folk-influenced guitar riffs, fast-paced lyricism, and hooky four-part harmonies. Being only around 16 years of age when they started, Madison Fisher captivates audience with his unique and powerful angel-like vocals. A compliment contrasting his older brother's speedy hip-hop influenced lyricism and deep vocal abilities reminiscent of swing-era artists of the 40s and 50s. So yeah, let's jump back on this first release, Foreign Talks, self-titled album. It is the first thing that I heard from them, and it is so well crafted. The first thing that stood out to me about this album is simplicity. There's a lot of empty space in these recordings, which gives it a completely different vibe than most produced albums of any artist are overproduced almost. They don't want any empty space. You have to have, if there's any moment where something doesn't feel big and full, you need to throw 6 different sounds and instruments in the background, even if they're not there live. That's not what they did here. They embraced the simplicity of their lineup and their style. It gives it a free will, nature style feeling when you feel that open. It feels like you're watching these guys around a campfire, or listening to these guys around a campfire, or sitting on the ocean at the beach in front of the ocean, or on top of a mountain. You know, like it just feels like these songs make you feel like you're out in nature. The vocals, obviously. These guys heavily lean on the fact that they are all phenomenal vocalists. Obviously, Madison Fisher being the lead vocalist, just unreal how good this dude is at singing. And then you have his older brother, Marcus Fisher, who has a deeper tone, but still phenomenal vocalist. You can tell he's more influenced. These guys are all influenced by the R&B and hip-hop genre. You can tell they put that in there, but they also have a lot of it seems like punk, maybe reggae. I mean, these guys are straight reggae rock, but with so many other influences twisted in, which is a very refreshing feeling. When you have the two brothers mixing their vocals, you got Madison being a lot higher, cleaner pitched, and then Marcus coming in with his lower, faster rhythms, more towards the hip-hop, pushing the hip-hop in there. This first album is just so tight and so solidly written. Go give it a listen. It's fantastic. So we move on. That album dropped in 2013. The band formed in 2011. So we fast forward to 2016, where they expanded the band. They added, I'm going to say, Kevin Downs and Jeff Wagner, maybe. And they released their second album called No Ceilings. This took a turn from the emptiness of the first album. You can tell that this one is a little bit more produced. Obviously, these guys have matured a little bit more in their style of writing, in life. Seems like they've leaned heavily into the toking of the herbs and women. Just, trying to find a relationship and heartbreak and smoking a lot of weed. But great album, a lot of good mixes, a lot tighter on, like I said, on the full band. I'm assuming since they added a few new people and they moved the lineup around a little bit, it probably resonates live a little bit better, having, more of a solid, tight, traditional band style in this second album. It definitely comes through in the recordings and the mixes. Fantastic album. Go check that one out. It's a little bit longer than the first one as well. I think the first one was only 10 tracks and the second one was 13. So you get a little bit more of them. But they definitely come out swinging with No Ceilings, having that big break between 2013 and then 2016. And then we haven't heard anything from them for a while. In 2016, right after they released that album, Madison Fisher, the younger brother, the main vocalist, I don't know these guys. This is all by research. I would venture to guess that maybe his older brother, Marcus, was having a child and starting a family, and he had some important life things to focus on. The band probably took a little bit of a back seat. Madison Fisher did not want to push the music away. He wanted to embrace the music and sprout off on his own. He started his solo project, Kid Indigo, in 2016. So in 2016, he released his first single called Doja. And man, go listen to Kid Indigo. Like, I love Foreign Talks. I love them as a full band, but Kid Indigo is something beautiful. Doja comes straight out, just so poppy, and it's on ukulele, so it's got that, that beach vibe. You want to be out on the sand with your friends, toking up, and he just nails it. He nails it, and there's a reason that he continued and is here to stay. He moved straight on, and he released Champagne, By the Ocean, Cali. These are all in 2016. These are hard hitters in the, I want to say, pop R&B. What is, I don't even know. Like, what could you call? He does a very good job at swinging back and forth. I mean, you'll have one verse that, like I said, he's using ukulele and he's singing with beautiful high vocals, and then that'll come in with him, just rapping out a fast-paced verse in the middle with some beats behind it. Just so well crafted. Let let me read a little bit here of some melodies, ukuleles, and island vibes are some of the things that come to mind when talking about Portland, Oregon artist Kid Indigo. He has come a long way since launching his solo career in 2016 with his hit single Doja, a playful summertime jam that continues to be a fan favorite. A recent mix of Doja has found some international success in Europe, which has created a new fan base for Kid Indigo across the seas, and some fresh ears on this young artist has helped launch his following to another level. The talent and diversity with Kid Indigo is self-evident, since he is also known for being the lead singer of the indie pop reggae band Foreign Talks. Kid Indigo's band also in the process of releasing... we won't talk about that right now. Kid Indigo is no stranger to being creative in the music industry. Kid Indigo's solo career has allowed him to explore new genres, develop new fans, and work with some amazing artists on some of their own projects. His summer is packed full with a 2018 tour throughout the West Coast, new singles, an EP, and several features with artists in the US and Europe. It is safe to say that Kid Indigo does not plan on slowing down anytime soon, and you can expect to hear his name popping up a lot more. So yeah, once he did his solo thing, it really started kicking off for him. He has released tons and tons of singles. We moved through for Gold one time, Let's Take a Walk, Head Change, Landslide, great one. He did Okay, so later on, while he started his solo thing, his brother, I assume it's his brother, started Astral OG, which is more of a R&B rap style. He did do a song together with Astral OG called Ghost, really great song. In 2019, he finally released his EP, Indigo Jazz. Fantastic. It's probably one of his most blowing up single or EPs so far. It's got Coffee Kisses and Planets. Everybody loves Coffee Kisses. How could you not? It's beautifully written. And then he did a cover of Paramore's 26. It's fantastic. He just released his EP Fire at the end of summer. It was the perfect summertime hang out on the beach EP. And then recently, at the end of 2019, he had a single, 2 Stars. And then just this past Friday, he had Autumn Melancholy, which is a slower, quieter R&B style than he's done in the past, but it's really good still. So go check that out. And if you want, head over and check out Astral OG as well. Not my cup of tea, but it is still great. These guys are super talented. And that brings us to now. What's going on with Foreign Talks? Obviously, Kid Indigo is pumping out the jams, but where's Foreign Talks? I really, really am loving that band and wanting them to push forward and make some new music. And according to Madison Fisher and Marcus, they have been working on a new album or EP for a while now. They released a single at the end of the summer last year called Pineapples, and it's so refreshing that they're maturing. They're not only maturing as solo artists, but when they come together, you can tell that experience from being solo and from working on their own stuff is coming through in the togetherness of Foreign Talks. It's giving it a whole new, fresh vibe on this new album. And I, to say the least, am uber excited for a new Foreign Talks EP to drop this spring. So, that is Foreign Talks. Go check them out. Give them a listen. Let me know in the comments if you like them, if you like this little video, if you're enjoying my new episodes. I'm still going strong, coming out with one every Saturday. Hopefully, maybe next week I'll do a new late night review, maybe on Parasite. If not, then you can expect something else. Maybe I got that comic book review coming up. I'm still trying to finish this volume that I just bought. About halfway through it. It's really good and can't wait to do a review on it, but not sure when that's coming. If you're on the YouTube page, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, let your friends know they can take a listen. If you're on the Facebook, give it a like, share it. If you're on Instagram, check out my pictures, maybe buy something. If not, just check out my pictures. I have been uploading these to Instagram now, so you can get an idea of, what's going on here. Doing a lot of covers lately, you can go over there. I just did a Post Malone cover last weekend and a Billie Eilish cover. And the week before that, I did a Bad Luck cover and a Bill Murray cover. All bands that have been featured on Bands You May Not Know. Thanks for listening. See you next time, guys. Later.